Manhattan, the search for a killer. We have new security camera video tonight of a man matching the description of the gunman wanted for killing Brian Thompson. Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare, shot and killed just before 7 o'clock this morning outside the Hilton Hotel in Midtown. Now, the shooter left behind a lot of physical evidence for police to go through as they zero in on a possible motive. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger live in Midtown with the new information. Josh?
Peace, family. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up and the bell. Much love.
Sandra, we're here at the spot where Brian Thompson fell as he was assassinated at close range from behind. There is several pieces of physical evidence police are working with. There are bullets he might have handled that might have his fingerprints, a cell phone that might have a digital fingerprint, 2 power bar wrappers, and a water bottle that might have his DNA. But at this hour, when it comes to who's behind this brazen hit, cops say they're still stumped. Police tonight maintained a presence outside the massive Midtown Hilton, site of the cold-blooded killing that reverberated from the canyons of Manhattan to corporate boardrooms around the world. The CEO of America's largest health insurance company, gunned down on the sidewalk.
In what appears at this early stage of our investigation to be a brazen, targeted attack.
New video obtained by Eyewitness News shows the gunman walking east on 54th Street towards the Hilton at around 6:30 this morning as United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson made his way to the hotel for his company's investor conference. Police are studying this video, which shows the shooter pulling what appears to be a silenced handgun and from behind pulling the trigger. As Thompson lay dying in front of the Hilton, the city was coming alive here in Midtown. The shooter crossing 54th Street and making his way up what's known as Ziegfeld Alley, which connects 54th to 55th.
That's him, when he was running.
He snapped this picture as the shooter ran away, eventually, cops say, jumping on an e-bike and making his way up 6th Avenue a few blocks and into the park where the trail ran cold.
It does appear that the victim was specifically targeted, but at this point we do not know why.
In a city of cameras, platoons of detectives are searching for the video that might show the shooter without his mask. So far, the best image is from a nearby Starbucks he visited a few minutes before the incident, where he discarded a bottle and 2 energy bar wrappers. They've also recovered what might be his cell phone, which could unlock the mystery of who he is. But an equally big question is why he targeted Thompson, the Minnesota-based insurance executive whose wife Paulette alluded to recent threats against his life, potentially related to medical coverage. Together, they have 2 teenage sons.
Our hearts are broken and we are completely devastated by this news. He touched so many lives.
The search for answers does continue tonight. Police are hoping anyone who might recognize him or knows anything about this can call NYPD Crime Stoppers. The reward for information now up to $10,000 as the manhunt continues.
First and foremost, we want to say our condolences. We want to give a moment of empathy and just send some positive energy to the family of Brian Thompson, to the wife, to the children. I pray that he was a righteous man. Now, I want to react to this video and to this story. The first thing we see is for a man so important in an industry so wealthy, they're only offering $10,000 as a reward. This is $1 billion, possibly $1 trillion industry. We'll put the facts up. And all you guys can gather is $10,000 for the man, for any information that leads to capturing who did this. That's clear. They do not want him to be caught. It is clear that the healthcare industry, in some way, shape, or form, this is something that has to do with policies, the healthcare industry, possibly what went on during COVID, because we do understand that that was a very loose time period where there were all type of things that were done that really just wasn't supposed to be done. So we want to just dive into the Brian Thompson and what would cause someone to want to take him off the planet. Is it because he's going to be a whistleblower for all of the corruption that happened. These are just possibilities. These are just none of this is proven facts, but what possibly will cause someone to want to target it? A person who had a low-key profile, per the information that's been released. He was a low-key individual, wasn't chasing the cameras, hard-working man that stood on certain principles. Now, I want to let this be known. I think this targeted hit is also a sign. I think this was a sign for President Donald Trump, the new president. I think somehow, some way, they're showing that it is the season for people to be targeted and knocked off. And we'll do it in broad daylight. Right after a Starbucks cappuccino, we'll go take someone out, target it, and get away on a bicycle in the park. This is an example. Whoever did this was sending an example for anybody who stands for certain principles. One thing that these snipers or these hitmen have in common, they appear to be sloppy. This hitman that took out Brian Thompson went to Starbucks, left his fingerprints allegedly on some cups and dropped a cell phone. Just very clumsy and sloppy, but he got away, but he did the job. He finished the job. So, through all his sloppiness, or could it be what he wanted people to appear as being sloppy? You dropping certain clues to throw them off, a burner phone, a water bottle that doesn't even have your prints on, have somebody else prints on it, just to throw off the detectives. Who knows? What do you think about this? Why do you think this man was targeted and taken off the game? I'll tell you what my opinion is. He was a whistleblower to the healthcare industry, and they saw that Trump was coming in, and he was a threat to the United Healthcare or to just the healthcare industry in general. None of this is facts, just my opinion. Hey, appreciate y'all supporting. We running it up. We're getting to the 4,000 sub mark. I appreciate it. I want to really, really let y'all know that. So keep rocking with me, and I'm gonna continue to put out content for you. Thank you.